Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to the IXAMB Financial and Economic News Series, which is important for RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A examination. Coming on to the first question of the series, it says that government set up 10-member task force to examine maternal mortality rate, age of motherhood, and which is headed by whom? So the options which are given to you are as follows. So this particular question has been taken up from this particular news, which says that government is to set up 10-member task force to examine maternal mortality rate. So this is as per the statement of Women and Child Development Ministry, which is actually examining the matters pertaining to the age of motherhood and the imperatives of lowering the maternal mortality rate and improvement of nutritional levels. So basically, this has been headed by Jaya Jetli. So it will suggest some suitable amendments to the existing laws to support its recommendations and work out on a detailed plan with timelines to implement these recommendations. Right? So the answer is Jaya Jetli. Coming on to the next question, it says that to enable better price realization, Essentials Commodity Act has deregulated which among the following? So this particular news actually took place in the last month. So announcing a clutch of much-needed reforms aimed at boosting the value addition across the agriculture value chain, the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman last month said food items including cereals, edible oil seeds, pulses, onions, and potato will be deregulated from the 6.5 decade old Essentials Commodity Act, right? So earlier it was also being said, so it seemed to mean that besides deregulating the production and sale, the government will also cease to impose stock limits concerning these products, including for the processors. Right. But now, if you see here on the right hand side, it is given as limits could still be imposed if there is 100% rise in retail prices of horticultural produce and 50% in prices of non perishable agricultural foodstuff. So basically, this news is being taken into account to see that if there is a lot of price surges, then the government can still impose the stock limits and other restrictions on these items. So answer is foodstuffs. Third question says that as per World Bank, India's economy should shrink by how much in financial year 2021? So the answer is really straightforward given in this news, which says that it will be shrinked by 3.2% as per the forecast by World Bank, whereas Standard & Poor sees 5% cut in the shrink, like 5% shrinkage in the GDP, right? So the answer is 3.2% because it is as per the World Bank. Which among the following Asian countries has ratified a free trade agreement with the European Union recently? So the answer is Vietnam. So basically, as per the news, Vietnam has ratified a free trade agreement with EU on Monday, and this, as per free trade agreement, it will eliminate 99% of the tariffs on goods traded between the Vietnam and the bloc, which is the EU bloc, right? And provide Vietnam with a much needed post pandemic boost. So, expected to take effect in July, it is the EU's second deal with a member association of Southeast Asian nations. So, basically, it is the EU's second deal with Asian countries after Singapore and one of the few others with developing countries, right? So the answer is Vietnam. Next is under its draft comprehensive framework for sale of loan exposure to other entities, RBI has allowed sale of stressed asset lenders on what basis? Right. So RBI has allowed sale of stressed assets to its lenders on an upfront cash basis. So it says that lenders can sell stressed assets only on a cash basis, right? And it also says that the entire sales consideration should be received upfront and the asset can be taken out of the books of the transferor only when the receipt for the entire sale consideration is received, right, on receipt of the entire sales consideration. Along with that, whosoever will be the acquirer for that particular person, it says that the regulator has mandated assigning 100% risk weight for non-performing assets acquisition. Right? So the answer is upfront cash basis. Next is, which among the following accounting firms has been sued over its work for Wirecard for its improper booking of assets? The answer lies here in the Ernst and Young. So basically, the German lawsuit alleges that EY fails to flag that 1 million euros in assets were improperly booked, right? So Ernst and Young sued over Wirecard as its accounting troubles stack up. So the answer is Ernst and Young or EY. The last question of the series would be, which among the following states topped India's FSSAI Food Safety Index 1920? So the answer lies in this particular news, wherein it says that Gujarat has topped. So it is among the big states that Gujarat has topped in the Food Safety Index, whereas Chandigarh has topped the Union Territories and Goa among the small states. So if a question is asked for Union Territories, it will be Chandigarh, and small states, it will be Goa. Also, it is very important that the theme for the World's Food Safety Day 2020 is Food Safety, Everyone's Business. So this question can also be asked for both of the examinations. So the answer would be Gujarat. So if you like these news and you want regular updates, what you can do is that you can see the success that has spoken for itself for our exam B, and along with that, for regular updates, don't forget to press the bell icon.